What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Bonnie Scotch. Thank you so much for clicking on my channel. This is my Married to Medicine, Season 10, Episode 4 review. Let's jump straight into the episode. So we start off at Phaedra's house. Her house got a lot going on, but so does Phaedra, of course. I think the furniture looked nice, The granite in the kitchen was beautiful. Phaedra asks about Quad, and Jackie says that Quad is not available unless it works for her. And couldn't the same be said for anybody? I can't stand when somebody's like, oh, you never call me, but they don't never call you either. And if somebody says that they need space, you can't determine what that space looks like for them. It might be 6 weeks. It might be 6 days. You get what I'm saying? So just let people do their thing. I don't know. Jackie's getting on my nerves a little bit this season, y'all. Yay. Next up, we have this scene with Simone, Cecil, and their son. And this conversation keeps coming up about generational wealth and the boys living at home and this and that. And my thing is that black people are always talking about Asians and Indians and how they living together in these houses and how rich they are and all this kind of stuff. But the reality of the situation is these families live together in these houses. Married couples move back in with the family to save until they can find a house, right? Look at the people on Bling Empire. These are big, grown, hard foot people in their 30s and 40s trying not to get cut off from mommy and daddy's money, right? So I'm just trying to figure out what is the disconnect with black people and the idea of generational wealth. Why do we want to put our kids on the street at 18? Meanwhile, the part of the brain that informs judgment is not even developed until what, 25 or 30, right? That's a conversation we need to have more. Do y'all remember when folks were calling Candace on Potomac a spoiled princess because her mom was taking care of her? Why is Candace shamed because her mom took care of her, but Ashley was lauded and celebrated for laying on her back with a ghastly ghoul to get her bills paid? Catch. In this next scene, we learn that it is Toya's birthday, and I love that Eugene gets the kids involved with doing things for Toya, right? So we also learned that Ashton is in Disney World and Toya is worried about him staying on the same floor as girls. She thinks that they're thinking about sex. And I guess I could see Toya's concern if the kids were in high school. But it's like, Toya, stop it. What are these kids, like 9 or 10? Were y'all screwing at 9 and 10 years old? You just sound so silly, Toya. Just cut it out. All right, so it is time for Latisha's wedding. Now, did y'all clock that Johnny, the dude who used to work for Candy Burris, the one who was going to sue Candy, is now Latisha's wedding planner? I said, okay. Shout out to Johnny getting that young wedding planner check, child. Actually, I may have misspoken. I don't know if he was actually going to sue her, but there was something going on with the money, and Candy ended up dragging him. But anyway, shout out to Johnny. We get a scene where we see Simone and Cecil driving to the venue, and Cecil gonna ask, what do you think Quad's wearing to the wedding? Now, Cecil, that's the reason why they drag your ass every season, because you always got something smart to say about the women. Now, I have to say that all of the women on this show looked stunning for the wedding. Simone had on this beautiful silver, kind of white, sparkling number. I said, tip through, Dr. Simone. Jackie looked great in that all black number. And y'all, I was so happy to see Dr. Contessa, and I miss her so bad. But I'm happy I don't have to see her stinking ass husband, so that's a positive. And Toya looked fab to me as well. So Heavenly and Damon get there at the venue, and they are not on the list. Now, this is Latisha's passive-aggressive way of getting back at Heavenly for saying that maybe the wedding was rushed. So instead of calling her and telling her, You didn't appreciate the comments that she made. You make her and Damon look foolish at the door. You had all this smoke for Heavenly, but none for Quad, who crashed your shit, and none for the heifer that invited her. Lateasha, I don't know, that was kind of weak to me. You thought you ate that, but yeah, it didn't give for me. Damon and Gregory are friends, so you wanted to stunt on Heavenly, but you really could have called her and said you didn't want her there. They got dressed up and wasted their time. Now, the wedding looked nice. Lateasha came down the aisle. She had her veil above her head. I said, sure, okay. And then Heavenly and Damon ended up tipping through anyway. And that was pretty much the episode, y'all. It wasn't a whole lot to it. I said, not the wedding episode giving filler, child. But y'all know that I love chatting with y'all. So go ahead and drop down in the comments for me. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode, okay? Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. It's a free way to support my channel. And I'll see y'all for the next one. Peace. I've been all in my phone, I got options. And I don't wanna tell you to drop it.